in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
James Helder, IFL TV, MTK Global. I'm in Sheffield today with me. I've got the special one, KELL BROOK. Firstly, congratulations on an emphatic return to the ring, taking out Sergey RABCHENKO in style. How does it sort of feel to be back, my man?
I'm back in the gym. Yeah, today I'm back in the gym training. I didn't hurt my hands, so that's always good that the tools didn't get hurt. I'm happy with the win, getting him out there in 2 rounds. I set it up with the uppercut, and then the juicy chocolate brownie, big right hand, what finished the job.
I mean, it's sort of been a long time out for yourself since them 2 epic fights that have been well documented. Do you feel you needed to get back in and put on a performance like that, just to show people what you're capable of?
Yeah, I think a lot of people realise that, you know, we're going on about weight a lot, but the weight was a big factor. Obviously, it's like a 100-metre sprint, and the Golovkin fight, you know, tripped me up, and the ERROL SPENCE, you know, ran past, you know, and if we ever meet again at 154, you know, that won't be happening. I'll be flowing. I will beat the guy. I would love to fight him at 154, because going to middleweight, then having time off, and then dragging yourself back down to welterweight and getting ill as well. I don't want to make excuses, but people know in the boxing circle, you know, how big I am and what it's, you know, it takes out of you, that them extra 7 pounds, you know, made a big difference, and the 10 pound going up. You know, I weighed in over that the other day, and I had a good night's sleep, not worrying about waking up and making sure I'm not 10 pounds, you know, you know, from the weight. You know, I just got the weight in properly and just got myself healthy again for the fight.
ERROL Spence tweeted out immediately after the fight that should you win a world title at 154, he'll be happy to oblige and give you that opportunity of redemption. Do you see that as a natural thing, a natural progression, something that you would definitely want to do?
Yeah, it makes people, you know, it makes me think, you know, why is he tweeting that? It's like, he's a world champion. Why are they tweeting me? I've moved to 154 for that fight, you know, and he knows that I was beating him in the fight. He knows, you know, I was blinded, I couldn't see. He knows that I've got his number. He knows that's why he's tweeted that. I put that, you know, I'd take that with open arms, the Spence fight. You know, I think the boxing world would love to see that fight again, because people are hyping this guy up. Don't get me wrong, this guy can fight. He can fight very good, but I believe that I'm a better fighter than Spence.
You're literally coming up to 32 years of age?
32, yeah.
32 years of age. Do you feel that at 154 we could see you kick on and maybe achieve more than you did at welterweight in the past?
I want to become a 2-time world champion, but most importantly, I want to just be healthy, active. You know, I don't want to be hanging around. I want to be in the gym. I want to be around good people and just be a positive individual. You know, that's the main thing.
What did you make of Jamal Charlo's comments after the fight? He's obviously been quite vocal, suggesting that you and him could get it on somewhere down the line. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think, you know, he's a very good world champion, but, you know, he can be beat like any other man. And, you know, I'm getting the feel that there's no way. You know, I had my first fight at 154. You know, I wanna fight, you know, again pretty quick and get settled into this weight, and then them, you know, the world champions, I'm putting them on call, because, you know, I'm here, I'm strong, and I'm determined, and I've got, you know, the confidence is growing, and, you know, now I just want another good fight, and you know, these are the guys what I'm aiming for. You know, I'm a world, you know, world champion operator, so I'm here.
We've heard talk potentially that Liam Smith may go out to face Saddam Ali. Have you got any interest in that fight? Does the winner of that fight potentially tick some boxes you may be interested in?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think it's a good, me and Liam's a good British, you know, clash. I think, you know, I think people would be interested in that fight. It's a great fight. You know, he's a very good champion. You know, but I believe, you know, that I've got the beating of all of them. You know, not just Liam. I just think that, you know, I think me on my day, I'm hard to be beat. I'm hard to be beat. You know, so
Where does see some people working away in the weights gym in the Ingle Gym HQ? Where does this move to 154 potentially leave the fight with Amir Khan? For that to happen now, would it have to be under agreement of some sort of catch weight? Do you feel, Kel?
Maybe, you know, he's fighting Greco at 150, you know, so let's not get things twisted. It's difficult for him to make 147. He's had 2 years out. How's his body gonna be getting back down to these weights? Let's see what happens with him making this kind of weight. Let's see if he still wants to make 147, you know. But I think a catch weight, you know, I like the idea of a catch weight, you know, because I've made it clear that 147 is a no-no. But yeah, he's got his fight, you know, and you know, I've come through my fight, and we'll see how things materialise.
Have you mellowed over the Amir Khan situation? There was a point where sort of people couldn't talk to yourself or talk to Amir Khan without sort of there being sort of a hostile response from either of you. Have you both sort of, do you think you've matured on the situation?
I think we've matured. I think we've wore it out now a little bit until maybe things get fired back up if the fight, you know, is signed and nailed on, you know. But at the minute, you know, he's doing his thing. He's had 2 years out. He's obviously done his thing. He's training. He's got his fight coming up, so you know he's got to concentrate on his opponent.
When the announcement for the fight with Phil Greco took place, Phil Greco looked absolutely huge. You could tell he hadn't had much time in the gym or he'd been out of camp, whatever the case. Shots of him now, he looks in great condition. He's obviously taken it serious to get to 150. Do you feel he poses a serious threat to Amir Khan?
I think anyone can be a threat, you know, and I think Greco's trained hard, you know, and you know he's gonna come to bring it, you know, it's like Charlie Chocolate Factory again for him, you know. He's got his golden ticket if he beats him, you know, as he's back in the big time, so he's gonna be training very hard for the fight, but I just think that Amir's gonna have too much for him. I think he's gonna have too much for him, but like I said, he's had 2 years out. He got beat in his last fight, devastatingly, bad knockout. You know, how is he gonna be mentally? Everything what's been going on, his private life, and 2 years out, and everything else we don't know. So, you know, I'm gonna be there for the fight and just see if he's still got it.
For all his exciting attributes that Amir Khan possesses, his boxing ability, his boxing brain, his speed, the frailties that have been well documented with him sometimes taking punishment and punches, do you think that will give someone like Phil Greco encouragement and enthusiasm coming into this fight?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to try and he got under his skin at the press conference, and I think that's what he wants. He wants to get under his skin and make him try and fight a different fight.
Try and make it a dogfight.
A dogfight, you know, and that's going to be beneficial for him. You know, let's see if Amir, you know, falls into it. He might want to fight like this. Maybe he might want to fight. Might want a dogfight, but we're going to have to wait and see. But you know, I'm interested in the fight, of course. It's going to be. It should be a good fight. The build's looking good. But yeah, let's see what happens. One
person you know very well in Gennady Golovkin has been announced that he will face Canelo May the 5th in Vegas for the rematch. Massive fight. As a sort of someone who's shared a ring with him, what insight can you give me into Golovkin and to coming into this rematch?
You know, I thought he won the first fight. I've got a feeling that Canelo's going to win the second one. I think it's going to be a close fight, but I think. I just feel that I've got a feeling that Canelo's going to win this rematch. I just can't see him. You know, it's Mexican bank holiday weekend, and you know, I think that maybe the judges might like some of the things that night. What Canelo does, you know.
Do you think the crowd play a big part in that and could influence that Gennady Golovkin-Canelo decision when shots are hitting glove, or maybe missing, and they're sort of over enthusiastic with the cheering?
Exactly. We know, you know how the game is, but I just want it to be fair. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it will go the distance. I don't see a knockout. I won't be surprised, but I think that, Canelo's a very good fighter. He knows how to fight. He knows how to box very good, and we know that Golovkin, granite chin, and is a throwback fighter. So it's got the makings again of a great fight.
What fight's most exciting you at the moment, potentially coming up? So you're looking at the likes of Joshua Parker, Canelo, Golovkin. What fights are ticking your boxes?
Bellew here.
Bellew Hay as well.
Yeah, I'm
big
looking
one.
forward to that.
It's actually May the 5th again, same night. Couple of days
yeah.
after your birthday.
I'll be there. But yeah, I think boxing's on the up. What other big fights is there? What other big fights are happening?
Let's have a think. What other fights are coming
There's
up?
that many coming on. I love boxing again, so I'm excited about not even the juicy, exciting ones, like just
Dylan White, Lucas Brown as well.
That one,
another great fight.
That's a very good fight. I'm more interested in that one because they're big punchers. They've got a lot to say, and that should be a great fight.
Do you miss the build-ups where people are sort of coming at you a little bit and trying to make it a bit more spicier, or do you prefer people to be strictly professional, business only? What do you sort of
I like characters. I like characters. I wish I were one of them mad characters myself, but I'm just me. But I like them like characters like Fury and Billy Joe, what are a bit crazy, bit of Adrian, but like anything can happen. Like we want to see that, don't we? We don't want to see guys say, yes, I've had a great training camp, I'm gonna beat you, and him say, yeah, I'm gonna beat you. Like we want people to be a bit come in with like Batman costumes or something crazy, you know what I mean? So
You've been around Billy Joe Saunders for a while now, no doubt. He's a great personality to have on your team, in your camp, sort of training alongside. What does he add? And do you feel he's helped you get over the traumatic period that you had with the 2 back-to-back defeats?
Yeah, it brings something to the table different. I've always been king of the gym, and I think he's took over now in being a world champion, and just having the performance. You're only as good as your last fight. Having the performance in Canada, and it just brings a bit of newness. He's new to the gym. He's not from around here. He's not, he's new to the team. So, he's raised the bar on the performance, and it's just good to be alongside these guys. Jason Quigley also new to the gym.
Yeah.
Atif. I'm just thinking now just about things. He's made a buzz. Everyone's made a buzz to the air in the gym. Atif boxed really well the other night and got a
great win over Lee Appleyard.
And become a man that night, and he punched perfect. And I think everyone boxed very well, because we've been alongside each other, and we've been raising that bar, and we've been always expecting big things throughout camp, So you've seen the effects in the fight at the weekend.
Are you proud of the history and heritage of the Ingle Gym? We're speaking currently about the current crop of fighters, including yourself, that have been sort of at the high end of achieving. I know there's fighters on every spectrum in the Ingle Gym. Are you proud of the history and heritage from the fighters that have gone before you, the likes of Johnny Nelson, Prince Nazim, Ryan Rhodes, Errol Bomber Graham, to name but a few?
Errol Bomber Graham's the one for me, because without Errol Graham, none of us would be here and doing what we've done. I think his style is we've all used his style, and we've created a bit as own, but the elusiveness, everything come from Errol Graham. Before that it was just normal stand up straight boxing, but with him his style, the Brendan Ingle style is from Errol Graham. So
well done, Kel.
That's how we go.
Well done, pal.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
Well done.
Nice one. We're on.
What have you made of Prince Nazim's emergence as a pundit, commentator, character, if you like, on the screens?
Oh, he was brilliant at Groves Eubank. He done something completely different. Just him coming out saying you should finish. Where's the camera? You should brook man up, brilliant. I think we need more of that. I think the fans really enjoyed him being a pundit. But yeah, Naz is Naz. No one's ever done nothing like what Naz has done in the Ingle gym, because he had it all. He could punch. He had the walkout music, walkout appearances. He just had it all. He could predict what round. He were very, very good, and were very good.
Would you feel the same way if he commented on your fight against Golovkin, for instance, and said afterwards, like, Kel, like, that's it, call it a day? Would your response be the same way if he had spoken about yourself like that?
Yeah, because I know what he's like. I know that he just gets carried away with himself sometimes. But that's just Naz. Naz is Naz. I don't know if they'll have him on again. Actually,
I think they will. The ratings were brilliant. Everyone's talking about it. It's great.
I think the ratings were good. I heard, but will he want? I mean, should I say, will he want to do it again?
Yeah, this is the thing.
Because obviously he could have been on way before that, and he's not been interested. So I think he's had his debut, and I think 1-0. I think he might just leave it at that, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Some big fights, as we mentioned, coming up. Just want to get your prediction on Joshua Parker. Why I've got you here, Kel. How do you see that fight coming out? And do you see Parker being a serious threat to taking Joshua's belts?
I do see Parker being a serious threat. I've seen footage of him in training. He's looking sharp. He looks sharp for an heavyweight. He looks like a middleweight. He's up and down. He's good. I think this is going to be a good test for AJ, but I do see AJ knocking him out. But I think it's a great fight. It's a great fight. I won't be surprised, if it went the other way, because he's a world champion. He's no dumber. He can fight. It's heavyweight boxing. So, but I believe my man AJ is gonna take him out.
Do you think people are underestimating him because of the performance against Hughie Fury, and not taking into consideration how good Hughie Fury is, or how awkward, or how sort of stylistically he is to try and get to?
Yeah, he's styles make fights. He's like Wilder and Ortiz at the weekend. The southpaw, and his style. It took a bit for Wilder to get in on him, and he got caught as well with them shots. Styles make fights, and the Hughie Fury, I think, has got all the tricks. He's like from an Ingle camp. He's got all the moves, and he's
very skillful.
Skillful, but he's hard to get to. So you can't really take too much from that fight. For Park, I think this is a complete different fight. It's going to be a complete different fight.
We saw Deontay Wilder retain his WBC strap in emphatic style. Did you enjoy Wilder Ortiz as a contest, as a fight?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. They were both got hurt. And Wilder eventually took Ortiz out, and one of them edgier seats fights.
That 7th round, it looked like Ortiz was going to get Wilder out of there. I personally thought Wilder's in trouble here. What did you think?
I thought a few more seconds. The bell saved him for me. I thought he were done, but he held in there. He's got the belief, he got the art. He went in there, he carried the fight on, and eventually took over and knocked Ortiz out. So he's got the mindset.
Big question, in your opinion, if Anthony Joshua comes through against Joseph Parker, as expected, do you see him being able to take out Deontay Wilder and take that WBC strap?
He's big enough, and I believe that if AJ would have Wilder, I think he would have definitely took him out. And he's young, he's fresh, he's big, he's strong. And why can't he beat him? It's gonna be a fight that everyone's gonna tune in to watch. Unification at the heavyweight, the biggest division in boxing. It's a fight what's not going 12 rounds.
Let's talk a little bit about yourself before we go. When can we anticipate seeing yourself back in action? What's the plan?
I want to get back out pretty soon. I want to get back out in the summer. I just want to be. I don't want to be the forgotten man. I want to be out there. I want to be active. I want to be in your face. I want to perform like I've been doing. I'm just gonna build on my last performance, and I'm in the gym again, learning new things, and I'm gonna be back out again pretty soon and doing the job again.
KELL BROOK, thank you very much for making some time today. I know how busy you are, so
Yeah.
thank you very much for your time, sir, and I look forward to catching you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Kev.
In history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man,